back at North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, where the field is rolling out for the start of today's 400-lap race on this .625-mile racetrack. And just as the field comes all around turn number 4, the sunshine peeks through, helping warm things here. Bill Elliott leads him down. Benny Parsons on the outside. The green flag flies, and the first Union 400 Winston Cup race from North Wilkesboro is underway. Everybody nicely through turns number 1 and 2 as Bill Elliott has the lead, and Dale Earnhardt has jumped into second position, followed by Benny Parsons and Bobby Allison. Oh, here we go. It's just about to go away. They bump coming out of turn 4. Earnhardt gets the lead. We had just heard from our spotters that Neil Ryan. Dale Earnhardt is on his last lap. This will be his 24th career win. Dale Earnhardt wins the first Union 400 at North Wilkesboro.
Welcome, race fans. Tonight, the NORA Truck Series takes to Las Vegas here, the mile-and-a-half track that's on their schedule. And we've only got a few more races left tonight, or this week, this season. God, I'm out. Anyhow, smaller field here tonight, but only 8 drivers are eligible. It dropped from 10 to 8 from last week, so we'll go over the points here in just a minute. But, oh boy. Gonna really be a tight season here coming up to the end. Right now, Brian Jones is at the top of the leaderboard. Taking a look at the race analytics quickly here. 88 degree air temperature, 90 degree track temperature. We do have a 12-mile-an-hour wind though out of the west. Man, that's pretty intense wind. 134 laps are doing. That's 201 miles. Tire window about 55 to 65 laps because these guys are kind of going to be pack racing here, I think, tonight. You guys are going to be right on top of each other for a while. And fuel window, I'm kind of guesstimating this to be about 55 to 60 laps thereabouts and 50 mile an hour down pit road. Now, the top 8 coming in tonight, only 8 drivers eligible for this round of 8. Josh Conover still holding on to the points lead. Susie in second place there, 23 points back. Blade Timmons in third, 33 points behind. Jason Conover, 435 points back, tied with Martin Plute. In sixth place, Brian Jones, 36 back. Torn Shirts in seventh, 38 back. And Keegan Bitzer rounds out the top 8. They're 40 points behind. So, going to be very, very tight here coming up the next. I do believe next week on the schedule is Talladega, Dwayne.
Yeah, it is. And it's going to be really tough for these guys. So we're going to have a little bit of pack racing tonight, though it has a chance to get strung out depending on green flag pit stops. But we're going to face the exact same situation just on a bigger track next week at Talladega. Oh,
Yeah.
and at almost 200 mile an hour.
Yeah. Well, these guys looks like they're getting ready to do a little pit party here. So,
okay. Yeah, and these guys are going to come around and do a practice race start. Just try to get a feel for it, make sure they don't mess up on the first lap of the race. But it's going to be an interesting race tonight. Guys are going to have to ask themselves one question, or do I flat-foot it all the way around here every lap, wear the tires out, or do I try to conserve while I'm, conserve your tires, let off a little bit going into the corner, get back into throttle. You're going to lose a little bit of time up front to the leaders. But if you back off the throttle just enough to set the nose of the truck, save your tires in the long run, you'll be faster. So it's really the question they got to ask themselves: do they try to play the short run or the long run? Now, with so many drivers, or should I say the lack of drivers here tonight, we only have 13 cars so far scheduled to run the field. I would bet on the long run myself. Try to back off a little bit going into the corners. Keep in touch with the pack if there's going to be one, and just try to save as much as I can. It's going to come down to tires and pit road here tonight. Absolutely. That's my feeling anyway.
So, Dwayne, you were out there on the track. What did you find out?
Well, the setup's pretty stable. Like I was saying just a minute ago, you can pretty much run flat out around this track the entire way. About 15, 20 laps into a run, the tires start to wear. So you're going to see guys just letting it all out. And, you know, like I said, they're going to have to choose. Are they going to set themselves up for the long run or the short run? Because the long run, they're going to have to back off. They can't flat-footed around here if they're going to set themselves up for the long run. They're going to have to let off and get back in it. They're going to lose time up front, like I said, but they will. They'll catch up later on as the tires wear out.
Yeah. Hey, they're running side by side here right now. This looks pretty intense, man. I'm telling you. Oh.
Sure.
Wow, Brown Powell had to go around to the outside. Oh, whoop.
Yeah, hopefully they'll get it out of their systems.
Well, Dalton Tucker's back this week, so this could be an interesting race here tonight. Be very, very interesting.
I believe Dalton's actually going to be the admin for this race, Rudy.
Oh, he is? Gosh, he's second on the board right now.
Yeah, it's probably killing him, but yeah, it looks like he's set up to be the admin.
Okay, well, that's cool. Stages are 33 and 33 for first and second stage. And then that final stage being 68 laps.
And one thing to note here, this is one of the few leagues out there that actually limits the number of tires. So they're only going to have 4 sets of tires tonight, not counting the set that they start the race with. So a total of 5 sets. So they're going to have to be picky about when they use their tires. So probably another reason for these guys not to flat-foot it around here. It's very tempting to do. It's very easy to do. Just put your foot down and go. But if it were me, I'd be out there playing the long run with so few drivers. The guy who can manage his tires tonight is going to be the one who comes home in victory lane.
Well, we're just minutes away from qualifying, folks, so we'll step away, play the national anthem. We'll be right back with qualifying.
the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the frame? You're the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in name, the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. Stand of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the brave? In the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxSpeedTV.
All right, we're back, folks. Everybody's just hitting the track here to qualify, so we'll see how who does lay down the quickest time here.
Torn Shirt's coming around to complete his first lap. And he puts it on the pole for now. See if he can pick it up on his second lap.
That looks pretty good so far. Pick it up a little bit.
Yes, he did, but Brian Powell picked it up a little bit more. He's now on top.
Oh, good effort by Torn Shirts, though. Man.
Yes, sir. Blade Timmons now to the top of the leaderboard.
Wow, by a whole 10th, too.
Yes, sir. It's funny, Josh Susi and Alex Edelman actually tied with a 31.381 for both of them.
Brian Jones heading out on the track. Jason Brewer, Keegan Bitzer. Josh Conover to second on the board. 97 one-thousandths of a second slower than Blade Timmons. But yeah, and that he is done. So yeah, So Josh Conover starting on the outside row of the front row. That's pretty cool, outside the front row.
Yes, sir. Martin Plute on track right now. And with the wind right now, they're getting anywhere between 8 and 11 mile an hour wind out of the northeast. Now, what that's going to do for them is it's going to be pushing them down the front straight, but going down the backstretch, they're actually heading into the wind. So that could play a factor in some of these speeds we're seeing right now.
Yes, sir.
And Martin Plute puts himself on the outside row.
Are we going to head into nighttime, I think?
Oh, it's a possibility. It very well may be dark by the time we end this thing.
Oh, hey, very cool. That means track temperatures will change. They'll start dropping off, and it could really be an interesting race coming down to the end of this.
Yeah, and we'll keep an eye on that wind speed. Right now it's between 6 and 7, so it's fluctuating, but that at least it's not affecting them in the corner. That's when you have a tendency to have it loose or tight, but here it's going to be affecting them most primarily down the front and the back stretch.
Yeah.
And it looks like qualifying is over, so Blade Timmons is going to hang on to the top spot. He will take
Nice.
the pole with a 31.283.
Wow, very nice. Because I know I read he was talking about not even racing tonight. Wow, he comes out here and lays down the pole. Holy smoke.
Yes, sir.
Very nice. Well, let's get him down here on the grid. All right, Blade Timmons does indeed take the pole, the 31.284. Congratulations to Blade for grabbing the pole there. Martin Plute starting on the outside of the front row in second. Josh Conover third. Joshua Susi fourth. Alex Edelman in fifth. Brian Powell sixth. Jason Conover seventh. Torn Shirts eighth. Jason Brewer ninth. Bruce Ackerman 10th. Chad Engel 11th. Keegan Bitzer 12th. And Brian Jones rounding out the field in 13th. Only 13 drivers. Dalton Tucker will, I guess he is officiating here tonight. So
yes,
only 13 drivers, excuse me, on the track. Wow.
Yes, sir. 13 drivers, but only eight of them are in the chase. So there is potential to gain and potential to lose here tonight.
Uh-huh. Rolling out there, Dwayne.
Yes, sir. I look for these guys to probably stay together in a pack for at least the first 10, 15 laps. I think green flag pit stops are going to be the key. Once they start coming in, you'll see the field stretch out.
All right.
And don't forget, this is a stage race. So
Right.
even if it does get stretched out, they're going to have two opportunities to get caught back up, with the stage 1 ending at lap 33, stage 2 ending at lap 66, and then the third stage, the rest of the race.
All right, folks, hang on to your hat, because here they go, man. It's gonna be interesting to see how these guys can handle this. Pace car about to head to pit road. Blade Timmons ready to rock and roll here. Waiting on that green flag.
Green flag, green flag.
And there it is. We're underway here at Las Vegas.
First race in the round of 8.
Yes, sir. Talladega next week, boy, and we all know how that can be. Oh, man. And with a small field, it could be interesting to see, if the field can get stretched out there next week. And, wow, could see somebody just walk away with a win next week. And they're 3 wide for second. Boy, they got that sorted out real quick. Martin Plouffe backs way out of it. Holy moly.
Yeah, I don't think you want to be 3 wide here for too long, especially in that part of the track.
Josh Conover trying to take the pole, or the the lead, I should say. But I'll tell you what, Blade Timmons is fighting back hard on that outside. They're still side by side going into turn 3.
Yes, sir. And I tell you what, Chad Engel saw what was happening up front. He dropped out of the throttle and dropped back behind the field a ways. He's now 2.5 seconds back just to stay out of trouble. But he should be fine right there. I don't think they're going to get too far away from him.
Well, Josh Conover led the first lap, but Blade Timmons led that second lap. So the outside line's really starting to work at it. Now Conover, he's backing out of it too. He got his point for leading the lap. So he is going to back out of it now and ride for a while. So he's dropping back through the field, trying to save them tires.
Yeah, and as this race goes on, you're going to see that high line be the line you want, just because as these tires wear, you're not going to get that bite up off the corner that you need to get on the bottom to be able to make the pass. So you can essentially, from the high line, pinch a guy down there, make him have to lift, and you have the momentum going by him on the outside. So early in a tire run, the bottom's where you want to be, but they'll be moving up the track very shortly after.
A little contact there between Jason Brewer and Bruce Ackerman.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yeah, a little bit of contact between them two, and that sent Ackerman up the hill a little bit. And it's kind of like right now with the fresh tires, of course. There's pretty much kind of traction everywhere on the track, but as they get a little wear on the tires, I think we're going to see the guys start to head to about middle lane on them corners to try to save as much as they can on them tires. Man, it could be interesting for that. And man, I'll tell you what, Bruce Ackerman is not giving up on that battle there with Alex Edelman for second. No,
that's actually the biggest battle on the track right now, is everyone else is single file. It looks like Jason Brewer on that outside line. He's trying to put his name in.
And boy, he is going to stay in 4th or 5th place here, because there's a battle on the inside there. Jason Conover, he's battling really hard with him.
And you see how Brewer just gets that momentum off that high line and just makes a clean pass there. And that's what you're going to find. These guys on the bottom, if you're on the bottom, you pretty much need the entire racetrack all the way out to the wall to get speed off the corner. So by not being able to bring it out to the wall like that, you're just scrubbing your tires and speed.
All right. Well, pretty good racing so far.
Yes, sir.
Blade's happy to be out front here. He is kind of, I'm not going to say in a must-win situation, but boy, if he could win here tonight, this would really skyrocket him to almost to the top of the leaderboard there. He's still got to pass Joshua Susie, and Susie's back in 7th. And Josh Conover, of course, our points leader, now is back in 8th place. So the 2 points leaders back there, 7th and 8th.
Yes, sir. And don't forget, Rudy, win and you're in. So it's all the more important for these guys who are in the back 8 of the 8 there to get a win to make sure they advance to the next round.
Oh yeah, you bet.
There's only going to be 4.
Look, I've been kind of thinking that might be able to get up there is Torn Shirts. He's pretty much kind of like, I'm not going to say he's another one that's in a must-win situation with with next week being Talladega, and that's kind of a wild card race. A great finish tonight for Torn Shirts would really help him a lot.
Yes, it would. And after Talladega, we go back short track racing at Martinsville. So it's going to be a grueling 2 weeks after tonight for these guys to try to make it into the next round. You're going to have the wild card race at Talladega, then the Monster Mash at Martinsville.
Right. The Monster Mash.
That's close to Halloween, isn't it?
Yeah, that'd be pretty close. Yeah. Edelman's still hanging on to second place. He made a big move there at the beginning of the race, coming up to from fifth to second, and now he just kind of stalled out for right now.
Yeah, and right now you're seeing that pretty much the tire wear kick in here, where guys are pretty much in the position they're going to be in until they can come get fresh tires. You can try to do a little bit of passing if you get a good run through the draft, but other than that, you're pretty much going to be where you are. As you watch Jason Brewer here on the inside of Joshua Susi, they've been side by side for the couple laps, and Susi finally gets by and opens the door for Conover to come by on the high side now and take the spot away. Oh, they touch.
Oh, did he go? Oh, no, he didn't do that. Did he?
Josh Conover.
And no caution? Oh, okay. I was going to say, wow.
Major wreck.
Oh, man.
Conover came down the hill right in front of Brian Powell. Powell had nowhere to go. T-bones him right in the driver door.
Yeah, we're going into turn 3 here. This is about where they made contact. Right there. Well, you know what? There might have been some net coating in that. I think there was some major net coating in that, if I'm looking at it correctly here. Let's go on board here with Conover.
Yeah, it looks like it was a slight net code. They would have made contact anyway by the look of it.
Yeah, just slight net code there, yeah. Trying to get a better view of it here. Yeah, there was about probably a foot in between them right there.
Yeah.
So there was some serious enough net code. Serious enough for Josh to lose it right there. I mean, he had it saved. Maybe would have got minimal damage out of that, but when he come down and on the track there and come down, hell, there was absolutely nowhere to go for the 42.
Yeah,
Brian
the 52
Powell
gets him as well. 3 trucks in one accident. I think their night is pretty much going to be done. Remember, there are no fast repairs. Any damage you get, you're going to have to sit there.
Well, that just could have been the change that these guys, second, third, and fourth in the points were looking for. Josh Conover may have gotten enough damage that he was taken out,
Yes, sir. And I'm going to look, I believe, see how much damage he has. I'm double checking to see if he towed. Yes, he did. He had to tow. It looks like he did blow his motor, Rudy. I went back and looked at it. That hit that he took right in the front blew his engine. So he is going to be on pit road for quite some time. His night is done.
Yeah, that's at least a 30-minute wait while they repair that engine. Wow.
Looks like Chad Engel was able to get his truck repaired, and he's coming back out on the track. But Brian Powell and Conover are both going to be on pit road for quite some time. So just that quickly, things get shaken up in the top 8.
Man, I'm telling you. I hate it for Josh, but, it just being in the wrong place at the wrong time. So now just a kind of a hypothetical here, Dwayne. Think about, he was up there in the front and led a lap. Maybe should have stayed up in the front.
Yeah, I mean it's one of those hindsight moves. You want to get
Yeah.
up there. The idea is you get up there, you get your bonus point, and then you get the heck out of the way and just hope you
Yeah.
you stay out of trouble. And it, it it's it's a move that ended up costing him. Is him and Josh Conover and Brian Powell both take their trucks behind the wall. They are
Oh,
indeed out
God.
of this race early. So 11 trucks now remaining. This opens up the rest of the playoffs for everybody at this point, as the guy who was thought to win it all is now out of the race.
I wonder if we dare get Josh up here to talk to him.
If you're brave
Uh,
enough,
well, we'll
pace
find
car,
out, I
take
guess, and
trucks
see.
off.
But Josh, you got a copy?
Green flag, green flag.
Back green.
Do you even want to talk to us? I'll leave it at that.
Gotta love online racing. I'll just leave it at that.
Oh, okay. Well, then you're done for the night, huh?
Yeah, 40 minutes of required to put a new engine. So.
Oh my gosh. Well, you had a little bit of a cushion coming in tonight. You got Talladega next week, which is a wild card race. We were just kind of discussing this, that, kind of looking at some hypotheticals here, that if the possibly, I mean, you got up to the front there, you led a lap, so you got a bonus point out of that, but you think maybe staying in the front might have been a better call than to kind of, I know you kind of wanted to drift back there a little bit and save your tires, but maybe you should have stayed in the front?
They were getting a little too aggressive for my liking.
I see that.
I tried avoiding the wreck, and then, like I said, just online racing at its finest bit me. So we got 26 points, 25 for 12th, and then the bonus points. So see where we stack up now.
Yeah, well, you got Talladega next week, so the best of luck to you next week. Sorry about this week, man.
Yeah, we'll have to actually go ahead and run Dega now. I was kind of hoping to just ride around and just finish and hopefully lock in, but now we actually got to run it. So
yeah, well,
we'll see.
You'll have better. Yeah, hell, you know how super speedway races can be. I always say you can go from hero to zero or zero to hero in one lap there. So
yeah, I'll probably come back in and help Dalton admin, but yeah, she's pretty much, unless there's another big one and I can get the motor swapped and maybe gain a spot or two, she's pretty much toast. So
all right, well, sorry about your bad luck there, Josh.
yeah, I was due at some point. I was heating up. I had to cool off at some point.
Well, wasn't sure if you wanted to talk to us or not, but I thought, well, Dwayne said, well, good luck with that.
I was pinching him, just trying to get the spot, and I jumped out of the truck, watched the replay, and it was mad, obviously, because I'm in the chase, and now I'm watching, but it's online racing.
Yeah, there was some net coding there, too. You guys were about a foot apart, so... But
no, I know, that's why I'm not, I mean, obviously I'm upset and not too happy, but it's nothing we could really do about it at that point. It's not like he came up into me or I pinched him too hard or whatever. Net code.
All right, well, go get him next week then. Thank you for talking with us, Josh.
No problem. Thank you.
All right. He's pretty bummed out, ain't he?
Yeah, well, he's got 2 more races. I mean, like you said, he had a cushion coming in. You shouldn't be too down about it. Everybody's going to have a bad race every once in a while.
Yeah, and I'm glad that he kind of went back and looked at that and seen what we seen. That, I mean, sure, it was probably inevitable that they may have made contact, and like he said, he was kind of pinching him down a little bit there, but it put him in a bad situation, and Jason Brewer in a bad situation too, because he was kind of like right on the yellow line or white line. He couldn't do anything. I mean, he had nowhere to go, And,
yes, sir.
So.
And a development there while you were interviewing, on that restart, Brian Ackerman and Susie got together. Ackerman got the worst of that deal, got up into the wall. Now he was able to save it and we stay green, but he is definitely off the pace right now, almost 4.5 seconds behind the lead.
Yep.
So he is definitely looking for either a caution or a green flag stop to try to, well, definitely a caution to try to get some of that damage fixed.
Well, and then looking at it too, the worst that Josh is going to finish tonight is 12th. You know, that's the worst he's going to finish. So 12th place point. He got a bonus point for leading the lap. I mean, he probably still going to hold on to the point lead. It's just that it's going to be a lot tighter now, you know.
Oh, yeah.
These guys are probably really happy about that because now that gives them a chance to get caught up, you know.
Yes, sir. And I wouldn't be surprised a bit if the battle for the lead as the laps wind down start to heat up.
Yeah.
So we're less than 10 to go right now, about 8 to go. Well, 7.5 really to go in the first stage. So we know a couple of guys who are looking forward to this caution to come in and get some damage fixed and see how it shakes up the field and who gets off pit road first.
Yeah, we'll get a chance to talk to the stage winner here. Man. Well, I'm not. This is the only league that I do anymore that runs stages. I think everybody's kind of gotten away from that. It was kind of cool for a while, and then I think everybody kind of liked the longer green flag run to play different strategies, you know.
Right.
But
then the points are less confusing. Try to figure out who gets stage points and things like that.
and that's true too. Yeah. Now Susie's back up to third, chasing Alex Edelman. And who's that they're closing up on?
Chad Engel is in danger of going a lap down with his damage from the wreck.
He's going to get the heck out of the way and let these leaders go by. So that's very respectful right there. So, Chad Engel goes a lap down.
And what he's hoping right now is that Bruce Ackerman isn't damaged bad enough that he's going to go a lap down before the end of this stage.
Right.
Because he would be the wave around at this point. But if Bruce Ackerman goes a lap down, that of course changes.
Let me tell you, Chad Engel's down on a lot of horsepower here right now. So, hopefully maybe under the stage, maybe he can get more of that damage fixed up. These guys are like way faster than he is.
Yeah, he hit the wall pretty hard. I'm surprised he was able to get as much as he did fixed under that previous caution. Yeah, he's topping out at 155, and our leaders are running in the 170s into the corner. So. $179 for Blade Timmons as he sails off into turn one. One thing I've noticed is we come to 2 to go on the stage. These guys, after that restart, after there was contact there with Ackerman, they've pretty much settled down. They've been single file the entire time, just kind of logging laps right now. I think those early incidents have scared these guys a little bit to where they just want to try to run it out.
Oh, look at Susie. Took a look on Alex Edelman there, but boy, Edelman kept him pinned right to the bottom. Susie had to actually kind of touch the white line, which made that truck just a little squirrely. Edelman does not want him to get that position.
And he's got one more corner to try to get it done for the end of the stage as the white flag for stage one is out.
All right, well, looks like our stage one winner is going to be Blade Timmons.
Sir, congratulations to him.
Caution,
Yeah.
yellow flag.
There it is. All right, very good. Well, we'll try to get Blade up here and talk to him. I'm kind of curious to find out. He said that he didn't think he was even going to race tonight. So I don't know. Let me see if I can find him. He even in here? Yeah, he's here. I might have a hard time getting him up here, but let's see. I have a hard time getting him up here. All right, let's talk to him here. Blade Timmons, you got a copy?
I got you, bud.
Well, you know, there was some talk at the beginning of the rate, or beginning of the day, I guess it was, where you posted that you didn't think you was even going to run tonight, and here you come out and just dominate this first stage. Tell me about the truck and what's it feel like?
Oh man, it feels good. Gets a little tight once tire wears down. You gotta try to manage throttle a little bit, and clean air is probably a big plus. Also got teammates behind me helping me out a good bit, so that's definitely a huge plus.
Well, now that you're up there in third in points, that kind of changed the picture a little bit now. So, are you going to try to finish out the season? I mean, you're going to gain a little bit on Conover tonight.
Oh yeah, man, I'm gonna try to finish the season. I'm on call tonight, so if I get a call, I got the jet. But
Yeah.
as far as if I can race, I'm gonna be here.
All right, brother. Well, let me go ahead and make your stop, and I'll let you make your stop, and then we'll talk after you get done.
All right, buddy.
All right, looks like 4 tires. It's a drag race off a pit road. I'm not sure who won that drag race. I guess we'll find out in a minute.
He got it. He got it.
Ah, Edelman got it. Well, Blade, man. Well, you led the first, like 27 laps or something, or 28 laps of the race, or whatever it was, 30 laps. And, man, just the truck really felt good. Now you're going to be in dirty air. What's that going to do?
Well, it's probably gonna be tight. It's probably gonna feel good for a little while, but and get loose on me, but until the tires, heat up. But I mean, it's teammates, so I'll nudge him, and when it's time to make a move, if I still got the tires, I'm gonna make a move.
Oh yeah, I have no doubt. All right, well, I'll let you go, buddy, and good luck. You're down at full throttle.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll let you go, and wish you all the best, and hopefully you can get back to the front and lead some more laps.
I appreciate it, buddy.
Go for stage 2, buddy.
Oh, I'm gonna try.
All right, so that is your stage 1 winner. Alex Edelman will take over the lead. I was wondering how long, Alex rode there in second for quite a while, and it looked like he had a pretty fast truck. And I was kind of wondering just how long it was going to take him. He just seemed like that with that longer run like that, they really didn't have much of a shot at for him to pass Blade. Blade was pretty tough out there front.
Yeah, and it's going to be an interesting restart here. I'm eager to see if Edelman's going to choose the outside lane.
Yeah.
If it was me, I certainly would be doing that. I would not want to be the guy fighting on that inside, though. If he can get a good launch and kind of bait Timmons a little bit on his acceleration, he should be able to get in front of him.
Yep. Yeah, that's going to be kind of critical going into turn 1 where you're at right there, and have that, have the point when you come out of turn 2 to maintain that lead. And then he'll have to worry about Blade trying to maybe take a look on them fresh tires, taking a look to the inside. So it's going to be very important for Alex to try to guard that bottom row on this restart to make sure that he does not let Blade get by him on them fresh tires. All right, lights are out. Dwayne, you want to get them going?
Yes, sir. And it looks like Edelman will choose the inside lane.
Oh boy. He's going to have to hope he gets a good launch off the corner then.
And it looks like Chad Engel has gotten a little bit more damage fixed, but he's still only topping out at about 160, so he's still down on power. All right, they're shooting for lap 66. That's going to be the end of the second stage here. We'll see if they can go the whole way green.
That would not surprise me. You know, it's got a little bit smaller field right now, and we only got 10 drivers on the track. Ackerman's still on pit road, and Josh Conover's on pit road, and he might, I don't know, he might try to get back out there. I don't know.
Pace car ducks off. Edelman
Green flag, green
goes.
flag.
Green flag is out. We're back underway at Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
Martin Flute got a good start too, and he's going to the inside of Blade Timmons on them fresh tires. He can make that pass. He does do it. Wow, and he's not giving up either. He's not even going to stop at that. Looks like he's trying to get by Alex Edelman right now.
And he's got the speed. Can he make it stick through the bottom here? And he does.
Man, he does. Look at that. And 22, Jason Conover following him through there.
Oh,
Martin
3
Flute.
wide for the lead.
Oh, man.
Oh, they touch.
Oh, my gosh. You guys better
They
be
do it
careful.
Wow.
Whoa, man. That was intense. Well, Plute led that lap, so he got a bonus point out of it. Now Jason Conover wants to get to the front.
I don't know how they didn't wreck Rudy.
I know it. That was pretty crazy right there.
Flute was bouncing off of everybody like a ping pong ball there for a second.
And Torn Shirt's another one of our chase drivers now up to 4th.
Blade Timmons is not to be outdone. He tries that bottom line with fresh tires. Can he make it stick?
Oh, man, more contact back there. It looked like it was almost contact. Martin Plute dealing with, that is the number 24 there of Keegan Betzer. Betzer trying to get to the front. He wants a bonus point. He's pretty much kind of like in the hurt seat here tonight, the 8th place truck out there. So he definitely needs to get to the front and try to at least get a bonus point tonight.
And Bruce Ackerman has taken his truck behind the wall.
Well, see, there'd be a prime opportunity for Josh Conover to try to get out there and get one more position out of that if he can get that truck fixed.
Yeah, and according to the iRacing scoring right now, it's actually showing Josh in 13th. So he would definitely want to at least make one more lap to get that 12th spot. But yeah, if he can get it repaired and get back out there, he may be able to get by Ackerman before this thing's over.
How come my overlays show him in 12th right now?
Yeah, I don't know. The iRacing, according to iRacing, he's 13th.
Okay. Weird. Is there a driver out here I'm missing or something?
Nope. They Brian Powell, I think Josh actually towed into pit road first, and then Powell towed in after him. So that's kind of how iRacing does it: is they put the guy who towed first behind the person who towed in last. So
okay, well, they're
usually how they do
API.
this one.
Hey,
Yeah.
Torn Shirt's going to lead that lap. Look at that. Whoa.
Yes, sir.
Very nice. Bonus point. Cha-ching.
And he's looking to take the lead outright. I
And he
think these
does.
guys have gotten the memo. They know Conover is on pit road. They smell. It's like a pack of sharks smelling blood in the water, Rudy.
Yeah. And every one of them are trying to get out here and lead a lap. You know, all these chase drivers, at least to try to gain a point on Josh. We need a couple more up here. Brian Jones, Keegan Bitzer, those, I think those are the only 2 chase drivers that have not led a lap yet. Yeah, everybody else has led a lap of the chase drivers out here.
Bitzer tried to lead a lap under caution, but Brian Jones beat him to it. He stayed out an extra lap to try to lead it, but Jones had the same idea.
Let's see. Well, yeah, Jason Conover, Keegan Bitzer have not led a lap. And Brian Jones. No, Brian Jones did. That's right. Okay.
And Blade Timmons putting the move on Torn Shirts, trying to get the lead back. He's going to do it at the line. It's going to be a drag race.
Well, I think Blade got it.
Yes, he did, by 6,000ths of a second. Torn Shirt's going to fight back on that outside, pinching him down there. That's what you need to do, and he gets the run, and he has draft help.
I think they're going to ride side by side here for a little while.
Yes, they are, and it's up to the 45 of Brian Jones right behind him. Whoever he decides to go with is who's going to have the advantage coming out of the corner.
Yeah.
So whichever lane he chooses, that's going to be the... Oh, and we got contact. Susie up into the wall.
Uh-oh. Oh, man.
Looks like he got into the 88. He was on the outside. They get together, and Susie gets the worst end of that. But Edelman going backwards as well.
Take a look here. Yeah, high side. Oh, yeah, he kind of come over into the 88 there a little. Bounced off of him. So kind of Susie's fault there on that, really. Although the 88 didn't give him a whole lot of room there was some contact with him.
Yes. But they keep it going, no caution. And Timmons is going to have to concede and get back in line right behind Torn Shirts. They go at it again. He's not done yet.
Yeah, and Susie did come to pit road, so he does go a lap down. He's got serious damage on that truck now. He'll have to get it fixed up. Back in 8th place, but or 9th place, excuse me.
Yeah, so we have 7 cars, I'm sorry, remaining on the lead lap.
Yeah, Chet Angle passed Susie. I don't know, Susie might be sitting there for a while. Looks like he's going to sit there and try to get all that damage fixed up, maybe. So he might be there for a few minutes. If he's even going to, he might just throw the towel in, being Josh is out of it tonight. Susie might just say he's out of it as well. And, you know, try to keep the points kind of close.
Yeah, I don't think I like that strategy, Rudy.
No,
if
me neither.
If that's what he's thinking, I would definitely try to get that thing fixed and back out there. Try to keep Conover from getting as many, any more positions than what he can.
Right.
Looks like Conover has the ability at this point, if he's able to get back out, to at least get to 11th. And if Susie calls it quits, that's going to allow Conover to possibly get a top 10.
Well,
So
he did. He took Susie took it behind the wall.
He certainly did. So that could be advantage Conover. If he can at least get a top 10 out of this, he now has the ability to do so. If he can get it back out there within the 3rd stage. It doesn't look like he's going to have time to get it in stage 2, but if he can get out there and get some more laps in, he very well could come out of here with a top 10 yet.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah, I'd be going for it if I was him. The way I always look at it, when you get the damage fixed up, the wheels turn, the engine runs. Hey, get it out there, because you just never know what's going to happen. And look what's happened, man. Susie might have taken his car behind the wall. Now, there is a chance that maybe Susie sees Conover go back out there. Susie might say, I better get back out there too.
3 wide for the lead.
Yeah, he thought about it. He thought about it. Yeah, Brian Jones, he's led a lap already, but wow, he is really on it here. Actually helping Blade Timmons retake the lead there with a little draft help. Blade glad to be back out on the point here.
Yes, sir, and that's what it's going to take. You're going to have that help from behind, as I mentioned, to get by. And Torn Shirt's still fighting, but I think he's used up his tires here, as he's now in a fight with Brian Jones just to keep second.
Martin Plute and Keegan Bitzer almost made contact there. But be 11 laps to go at the line here for the second stage. And that final stage being 68 laps. They will have to stop, I think, one time for fuel in that 68 laps. I don't think they can make it 68. Not maybe
No.
at the very most, maybe 55 to 60, but I don't think 68's even mathematically possible on fuel mileage.
Yeah, and what you want to try to do there is half it. Run 34, 35 laps, bring it to pit road. That
Yep.
way you get the most out of your tires that you can. You don't want to try to run that tank dry, because the tires are just going to wear so bad by that point. You will want to come to pit road.
Yeah. And that should be right on the edge of them probably having the final set of tires out there. Would you say they were limited to 3 sets?
4 sets.
4 sets total. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, then
and-
they would have enough. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But they have 5 total, counting the set that they started the race on.
Okay.
But they can change a total of 4 times.
Oh, Torn Shirt's up the hill.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
It's about that time in the run. He's starting to feel the effects of tire wear. And like I mentioned, you can go flat foot around here for about 15 to 20 laps, and that's about what he has on his tires right now.
Yep.
He's starting to feel the effects of it, and these guys who have had to check up, not run over the guys in front of you, so you have to get out of it. You're able to save your tires a little bit better than just being out in the lead. And Shirts just now got a little bit of a break there as Plute had to check up, but for a moment it looked like Plute was going to give Shirts a run for his money for third. Keegan Bitzer takes advantage of Plute having to check up, but can't make it stick.
Yeah. Going to be kind of hard.
Yeah, this late in the run, that bottom line is not where you want to be. You want to try to get a run, but get to the outside if you can, and that's easier said than done for some of these guys.
Jason Conover all over Martin Plute. And Keegan Bitzer back to 6th. Alex Edelman off the pace a little bit here. I don't know what happened here, but
Yeah, he's been struggling ever since that first accident with Josh Conover. He just hasn't had the speed. He's come in. He's been on pit road several times trying to get it fixed, but it just has not worked out for him right now. He is well under power.
Chet Angle just 2 laps down. He would be the wave by, could get one of them laps back if a caution would come out, or when the stage caution happens here. Coming to 4 to go, or 3 to go, 3 to go for the second stage. Well, it'd be kind of awesome to see Blade Timmons really rack up the points here tonight. Won the
sir.
first stage, and if he can pull out the second stage, gosh, just think of the points he's going to get and how much he's going to close that gap on Susie and Conover. Holy smokes. He's going to really take advantage of them two being out already.
Yes, and if he can get the stage win, that's even more points
Yep.
that's going to be tacked on there. He's already got stage 1.
2 to go.
Yes, sir.
Well, looking good so far, but Brian Jones is there. I don't know if they're going to get the white flag for the second stage this time by. So if Brian Jones has got anything, now's the time. It's do it now or forever hold your peace. And he does pull to the inside.
Yeah,
Is
notice
he going to
Timmons
trade?
gives-
Wow.
He's going to need to come up, and he
Yeah.
does.
Wow. Are we going to see the
Oh.
crossover? Oh.
Contact.
Yep, Blade's going to try it, but I don't think he's going to have enough time to get there. No, sir. Brian Jones will come home with second stage win right here.
What a move there to get the lead.
Yes, sir. Good job by Brian
Yellow flag
Jones.
is out.
All right, very good. Well, I don't know if we can find him in here. Guess he is not in here. No, not in here.
Don't see him, no.
Okay. Well, congratulations anyhow to Brian Jones for his stage 2 win. I guess we're not going to be able to talk to him. He's not in Discord here with us, so. Congratulations, Brian. Racking up that. And just last lap pass, and that's what it usually takes, you know.
Yes, sir. And I was surprised he had enough tires left to make a move like that, but he made it look easy. And I don't think Timmons expected that kind of a move that late in the
Right.
run either.
Yep. And I think if Blade wouldn't have made that little bit of contact there in the back of Brian, I think maybe he might have had a shot at trying to do the crossover on him, but they made a little contact and that kind of slowed both of them up a little. So that, yeah, that was kind of a scary moment right there. Well, I'm sure Brian Jones, our stage 2 winner, is going to come to pit road. He'll want to freshen up them tires.
Yeah, I don't foresee anybody staying out except trying to get that bonus point, but they'll be in next lap. Jason Conover does stay out to lead a lap.
Well, he could use that. He's 4th in the points, not far behind Blade Timmons. So it could be a good night for both of those guys to gain some points on Josh and Josh. Josh
Right.
Conover and Joshua Susi.
Yes, sir. And, you know, you come into a race like this not expecting the top 2 to have issues, but here they are.
Well, nice pit stop there, but I don't know. I think Brian Jones might have won that race off of pit road. I'm not sure. Nope. So, what do you think about maybe we talk to Martin Flew, who's up there? He's still sitting on pit road getting a little damage fixed, it looks like. See if we can talk to him. You want to talk to him?
Sure.
Let me see. Hold on here. I got a hard time dragging him up here. There we go. Got him.
Martin Clute, Dwayne in the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, how's it going?
All right. Well, Martin, you started outside row there, but got a little ways back in the field. Had a couple of close call moments there. Almost had to go 3 wide there, but looks like you're hanging on. How's it feeling out there to you right now?
Yeah, I got into a battle with Jason. I probably should have just backed out of him, been smart, but got a little bit of damage, engine damage. It looks like it's well, looking at the tack, it looks like it's fixed now. So hopefully get back up there and try to get some points.
All right. Well, you're going to have looks like probably a 64 lap shootout here when we get back going green. Are you going to try to run as far as you can before stopping for fuel, or are you going to try to half the stage?
That's a good question. It's a pretty solid question. Now we're figure out how bad tire wear is first off. It should be okay now. It was bad last stage, I think, because of the damage. So if we can get some good tire wear, maybe do something a little bit funky here at the end, get some points.
You are going to have to stop for fuel, aren't you?
Oh yeah. We can go about, looks like 40 laps, 50 laps maybe on
Yeah.
a tank. So yeah, one more stop for sure.
All right, and I don't know if you know, but the top two in points have had issues. They are both currently out of the race right now, so definitely going to be a good night to catch up.
Yeah, try to get some points on them. They're still a little bit out of my reach for now, but with Talladega and Martinsville, who knows what'll happen there. So good to get some points on them today.
All it'll take is a win.
Yeah.
All right,
See if we
good
can do
luck.
something crazy here.
All right, good luck, and hopefully we'll talk to you at the end.
Thanks. See you guys.
All right, lights are out. We're going back green, and Jones elects to take the low line.
Well, so far tonight with the restarts, it's been proven that it's okay to do that. But
Yeah.
you know, one of these days, if you get somebody on the outside there that's just a little quicker than you on a takeoff, it could possibly be a whole different story going into turn one. So we'll have to see how this restart goes.
Yeah, and the key difference is that this particular league allows the drivers to control the restart. So as soon as the pace car ducks off, that driver is allowed to just floor it if he wants to. Where other leagues will have them wait until the green. So if they had to wait to green, it would definitely be an advantage on the outside line. But he can try to jump the start here, or try to at least play a little bit of a mind game with Timmons and beat him to the punch.
Yeah, we're gonna find out here in just a minute if this low line is as good as we've been seeing tonight. All right,
Fresh tires, it should be good.
Yep. Pace car heads to pit road. And Brian Jones, we're waiting on him to hit the loud pedal.
Green, green, green.
And there it is. Green flags in the air.
He does wait till the green to go, and there it's a drag race down through one.
I don't know if that was, I don't know if I would have done that, but boy, I'll tell you what, because Blade Timmons has been on rails here tonight. You know, you got to give him about a lap or two to warm the tires up a little bit. So.
And Torn Shirt's making it 3 wide for the lead.
Oh my gosh, he's not taking a chance at it. Back to the lead goes Torn Shirts.
And he made it work. Wow. Well, they say you got to get as much as you can on the restart. And
Yes,
that's how
sir.
you do it right there.
He wasn't going to wait around for them tires to warm up, let me tell you. And here comes Brian Jones right back on the inside.
And now he does have the drafting advantage here as they gun down into 3 and 4. Gets a little bit of bump draft, and he's going to be able to clear him.
Not what Torn Shirts wanted to see, but man.
Oh, Timmons gets loose on the inside line.
He caught that white line just a touch. Doesn't take a whole lot. The inside, oh man. Brian Jones tries to keep him pinned down to the bottom. Unable to do it though. Torn Shirts with a big run.
You know, and these guys know they've got to get as much as they possibly can early. This is the This is possibly the last restart of the race. That's why you see them fighting so hard right now, because once these tires wear, you know, it's pretty much riding around hoping the guy in front of you makes mistakes. And so right now, a lot of battling going on all throughout the field.
Yeah, Martin Plude in fifth.
So Adelman's going to give him a run on the outside.
Yes, he is. Yeah, that's a tough one going on right there. It's just so hard to pass her when, you know, you're, at least for now, with these new tires, it's going to be difficult. You're going to have to really kind of just, oh man, he almost come up the hill to him. Good
I thought
night.
for sure Conover had tagged him.
Back up front, top 3 running. And Keegan Bitzer, top 4, I should say. A little bit of distance back to Alex Edelman. Alex was up there earlier, led 7 laps, been unable to get back to the front. And we got another
Brian
battle for the
Jones.
lead.
Gonna pull a slide job.
Oh, yes, he does. And Tortured might do
crossover.
the crossover. Yeah.
He does. We'll see if
Yeah,
he
they're
can
coming up
complete
on
the path.
some lap traffic here too. I think that's Chad Engelman.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
Chad Engel.
Oh man, I hope he doesn't become a factor in this battle. The last time they came across something like this, he got the heck out of the way. Let's see if he does it again. Looks like he's going to stay high. Yep, he stays high. Just a bad place of the track right there on the corner. You know, if it was on the straightaway, he could stay low, but
Yeah,
when the line's on the bottom, you really got to kind of stay high and get out of the way in the corner.
Right. And Engel's done a good job of getting his damage fixed, even though he's been running by himself.
Yep.
Now that he's back in the draft, he's picked up the pace. He's now running in the 170s. So if he can stay in the draft, he should at least try to prevent himself from going another lap down.
Right. Last one on the lead lap right now, Jason Conover, 7th place. Only 9 drivers out there on the track at the moment.
Make that 10, Rudy. Josh Conover has just returned to the track.
Oh, he must have been listening to the broadcast. Yeah, it don't look like he got all the damage fixed up, but heck, man, if he could pick up, what, about 34 laps, there's plenty of time to do that. If he could pick up 34 laps, he'll pick up 2 more positions on the track.
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Come home with a top 10 finish.
Yep, and he's going to have to get out of the way here because here comes the leader through. Yeah, wouldn't that be something? With all that damage and a blown motor, to pick up a couple more positions and put himself into the top 10. And he'll be ahead of Susie too. So,
yes, he will.
Yeah. But that's 2 more points, you know, and that's right now they're very valuable, you know,
Yes.
coming down to the end of the season like this. 2 points could be the difference between you winning the championship or not.
Yes, sir. And it could be the difference between you advancing to the next round and somebody else going home.
That's right. Yeah, he's at the point right now. And then, you know, keeping in the back of your mind about next week being Talladega, being the wild card race that, you know, I'd have been trying to figure out a way to get out there on the track just as quick as I can, like he did, and pick up them, you know, at least get them 2 positions and then he could park it, you know, but at least try to get them 2.
Yeah. And, you know, I think that's his goal right now. He's just out here trying to pick up those points, and he's actually not doing bad as far as speed goes. He's keeping pace with these guys. So had he not been 65 laps down, it might be a different story, but he's at least going to be able to keep pace and, you know, keep himself in the hunt for gaining those laps and not having to worry about going any more down.
Yeah. Well, top 4, well, I should say the top 3 there pulls away a little bit, but if you look at Conover's hanging right with them guys, so staying in the draft's going to be pretty vital. Whatever damage he did get fixed up, it was enough that at least he can stay in the draft for right now.
Yeah, and if I'm one of these guys towards the back of the field, like Jason Conover, Martin Plute, Keegan Bitzer, I'm looking to come to pit road within the next 10 to 15 laps just to try to short pit and get that track position because everybody's going to have to come to pit road. Like I said, you break this up, you know, 34 laps each, and you will have the advantage coming off of pit road.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I would probably do the same thing. I would, in about 15 laps, I'd come in, get them fresh tires and top off the tank, and then you'd be good for the rest of the race. And they don't have any green white checkers, do they?
Believe they have one.
One? Okay.
One
green
attempt.
light. Okay. I can't never remember. Well, Torn Shirt's still hanging on to it. Brian Jones wants it. And Blade Timmons would love to get back out there to the lead, too. He's led 45 laps tonight. And won the first stage of the race.
And there you see the tires starting to wear. Oh, what a move by Timmons.
Oh, man.
That's what you call a power move right there. And Shirt's trying to do the crossover.
I think he turned the NOS on right there. Oh, man. Oh,
that
these guys are
really tight.
Making me awful nervous, and he come up there 3 wide on that lap down truck. Ay.
These guys know what's at stake. They're not giving an inch out here right now.
Nope. Keegan Bitzer, Alex Edelman. So let's see. Bitzer still has not led a lap yet tonight. Jason Conover led one. So I think out of the chase drivers that are out here right now, I'm thinking Bitzer's the only one that hasn't led a lap. So, and he is the furthest back. And really at this point, not out of it yet. You know, I mean,
right.
You know, with 2 races left in the round of 8, he definitely wants to try to get up there a little bit more in the points,
and he's doing good right now. He's in 4th. He's got the leaders in sight. So right now he's just waiting for them to make a mistake and he can capitalize. And the way they've been going at it, who knows if they're going to get together or not. They've been trying.
Yeah, it's been interesting up here. Jason Brewer, 8th place, 1 lap down. Chad Engel, 9th. He's back on lead lap, but he just went 10 laps down. And Conover, let's see, he's got about 8 more laps, and he'll pass up Bruce Ackerman for 11th. So he's doing quite well. I think his truck's actually running pretty decent right now because he's able to keep up behind Keegan Bitzer.
And we'll see, Rudy. Chad Engel just took his truck behind the wall.
Oh.
Conover may be able to get all the way up to 9th before this thing's done. But we still have 42 laps to go.
No, I don't. No, he won't. He won't be able to get that far.
Yeah.
No, he's got about 55 laps he would have to cover, and we only have what, 46 laps to go, something like that.
42.
What it is? Okay, my math's off. Yeah, 42. You're right. Yeah, my math's off a little.
That's okay.
I've lost my edge on mathematical problems. I can figure that stuff in my head just quicker than you could put it in a calculator, you know. But gosh, that's been many moons ago.
That just means you're human.
Yeah, I guess. It means I'm getting old. Getting old.
Happens to the best of it.
I guess. Math was always my favorite subject.
Oh, Torn Shirts has a moment there. Gets tight coming off of 4.
Uh-oh.
And he's going to lose 3 spots.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, Keegan Bitzer got by. And Martin Ploop got by. So 2 spots he lost right there. Yeah, that Conover's lap down.
Lap down, yep.
Many lap down, should say.
I've been surprised, though. Conover, for all the damage he has, even on the front, he's been able to keep pace with these guys.
Yep.
It's been pretty surprising.
Yeah, he's doing quite well. Now we're coming up on the lap there that you were discussing earlier. You think we'll see somebody short pit this, or do you think we'll just, we might see him just ride it out?
Honestly, I don't know. But if it were me out there, Rudy, if I was out there in this race and I'm third back watching these guys pull away from me, I want to come to pit road and get tires. Hopefully I can sneak down pit road without them noticing and catch them out there, letting them run their tank out while I'm gaining time on them. So I would definitely try it. I mean, if you're back there 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, you got to gamble at this point. You're over a second behind the leader at this point. You just got to, it's Vegas. Roll the dice, baby.
Yeah. It's, because I mean, we're in the window now that we could make it the rest of the way, but like you said about splitting it in half, there's 68 laps, 34 and 34. We're almost at that point right now. We're about another 3 laps around here, and these guys will be at that 100 lap mark, and we'll have 34 to go. So we could see somebody sneak in there and try to. I would. I know that. I'm with you on that one. I'm thinking back at Jason Conover back in 6th place. If he snuck in there, what'd you think of the track position he could gain by making that early pit stop?
2.2 seconds behind the lead right now. He could easily gain that and come out 2 to 5 seconds ahead of the leaders, depending on when they actually come down pit road.
Right. Yep. Yeah, because he could be out there gaining a lot of time on them with them fresh tires.
Yes, and the longer they stay out there,
like you said, you could run about flat-footed for about 15 laps. So
right. And right now, if you're Alex Edelman, he's 2.7 seconds behind in 7th. Last car on the lead lap, now 3 seconds behind. He's got nothing to lose to come down pit road, short pit this, and try to gain that track position. Without a caution, that's really the only way he's going to gain it.
Yeah, he's down on power quite a bit, but guys have really slowed up their pace around here. I can tell you that. You can tell that the tires are worn out.
And this is why this is now the time to come in and get those fresh tires. The leader that lap ran a 32.9, and with fresh tires, you're easily running low 31s, like 31.2s, 31.3s, and it looks like we're going to have our first taker, Keegan Bitzer, coming down pit road, and he's going to bring Martin Plute and Jason Conover with him.
There we go. See, that's smart move right there, I think. I'm kind of with you on that one. That might have just been a winning call right there, because now these guys, that's going to kind of force the hand of these guys, because the longer they stay out there, the more it's going to hurt them. I would definitely, these guys either need to think about coming in almost immediately or within the next lap or two. Is Brian Jones going to come in? Yep, Brian Jones is coming in.
Blade Timmons stays out.
Blade better think about coming in next time.
Sir,
hope he's listening.
Well, top 2 stay out. Everybody else has made their final pit stop.
Man, and torn shirts is way back.
And right now, it's a side-by-side battle between Bitzer and Plute, just getting off pit road. Oh, they almost touch.
Oh my gosh. Well, any way you look at it, these guys that have, they've got themselves up far enough in the points here. They're going to gain on Stussy and gain on Conover. So good job by them guys.
Torn shirts on pit road. Blade Timmons still stays out.
This was a mistake for Blade.
Yeah, he needs to come in now.
Here he is. He's coming in. Very good.
We'll have to see where it shakes out for him here.
Oh, and he spun it coming to pit road.
Oh no, is this going to bring out a caution?
Oh, somebody else come. Oh my gosh, he almost made contact right there. Oh, tough break. And he had to back up a little bit there to try to get square to be inside that cone. Oh, that was horrible pit stop for Blade.
That is devastating.
Oh,
Well,
and he hit that wall too.
Races are won and lost on pit road. And that just took Blade Timmons out of it.
Well, guess who has not led a lap yet today is going to lead his first lap here. Well, not this time by, but the next time by. He will lead his first lap of the race. Will be Keegan Bitzer. And, you know, if he could pull out a win here tonight, Dwayne, really would help him out a whole ton in the points. But the bad part of it is all the other chase drivers that are out here have led laps tonight.
Well,
you know, he's the only one that hasn't.
And that's really all he's got to focus on is that win. Win and you're in.
Yeah.
He wins tonight. He punches his ticket to the final four and can relax next week. Doesn't even get to lead the lap as he gets passed. Brian Jones takes over the top spot at the line.
What the heck's going on with Bitzer? Man.
I don't know.
Oh, man. Well, in about 7 more laps here, Dwayne, well, 6 at the line, Josh Conover will pick up 1 more spot, and he will pass up Joshua Susi for 10th. So, getting back out there, making a difference. But see, he won't be able to pick up any more after that. He's just too far back.
But still, that's pretty good.
Yep.
You leave early with a blown engine, come back and make your way back into the top 10. That's why you never give up.
Yep, picking up 3 positions. That's pretty impressive. I never give up. I know I've told this story a million times on the broadcast, but I had a friend of mine that used to run in the league that I used to help with that it was at Darlington, and I think it was in the truck. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was in the old truck. And he had gotten damaged and stuff and wasn't running good. He couldn't even get out of 3rd gear. So he just rode around the apron at Darlington in 3rd gear. He picked up 17 positions by doing that.
Wow.
Yeah. That was the most positions I'd ever seen gained that wasn't, I mean, he was like so many laps down, like, 30 laps down or something. But he passed up 17 people that were out of the race that had wrecked out of the race. Can you imagine that?
That's crazy.
Yep.
And just to give you an idea of how costly that spin coming to pit road was, Blade Timmons now finds himself half a lap down, 16 seconds behind the leader. Still on the lead lap, but a lot of ground to make up.
I think he will come out of here with the most laps led tonight, though. I will. Yes. I think. Not 100% sure, but.
Yeah, he led a number of them. I would have to say that's
63.
a safe bet. Yeah, I don't think there's anybody out there close.
Yep. So, Brian Jones has led 12. Keegan Bitzer none. Martin Plute 1. Jason Conover 1. Torn Shirts has led 23. Alex Edelman has led 7. And Blade Timmons 63. So, yeah, nobody's going to be able to top that. So, he does clinch the most laps led. But it just really hurt him. They're losing it coming to pit road, man. That, how many times have we said the races can be won and lost on pit road, and he just showed it right there, and that's a shame, man. Yep. He had the truck tonight.
The only thing that'll save him right now is a caution, and we're starting to get spread out. There's the top 4 are currently running nose to tail, but that's the closest battles on the track currently.
All these guys are going to gain some ground on Susie and Conover. Well, 2 more laps for Josh Conover. 2 more laps to go, 1 more lap to go here, and he'll pass up Susie for 10th place.
Yes.
And then he won't be able to pass up Chad Engel. Chad Engel will finish 9th and Conover 10th. So now I wonder if he'll keep keep going or if he'll just park it. He might just park it. Once he figures out the math that he can't pick up any more positions, he might just park it.
Right. And that's not
Rather
a bad
than-
move.
Yeah, I'm not going to say he's a rolling hazard out here because he's really not. He was keeping up with them guys quite well, you know.
Yeah, he was definitely keeping good pace. Stayed with the
Yeah.
pack for a long time, and really, it's what's got him out by himself were those pit stops. Everybody came to pit road, and he stayed out.
All right, this time by at the line, he will go into 10th place. He seems maybe a little bit down on power now. I don't, maybe it's the engine damage wasn't 100% fixed, or maybe just now it's just because he's not in the draft. All that body damage is showing it. It's signs of his speed out here right now. Golly.
You know,
There we got the
Jason-
NOS truck. Boy, he could really use that NOS, couldn't he? Holy smokes.
his best bet would be to try to stay in the tailwind of that NOS truck and try to draft. But here
Doesn't look like that.
him at the line, he should be moved into 10th. And there it is. Top 10 for Josh Conover after blowing his engine early.
Yeah.
Back up front, no changes.
Are you live?
I believe so.
I don't know, felt like you were about a lap behind because he had... It just seemed like it. Maybe it was Keegan Bitzer was really hoping to get this win here tonight. I mean, it's not over by a long shot yet, but I don't know. Brian Jones is looking to try to get the victory lane, and this will really help Brian out a lot. With, you know, if he can get a win here, it surely isn't going to help Keegan Bitzer out any.
Well, and I've noticed Bitzer is closing and then he'll back off. So he might be trying to save his tires for a late run, but he's running out of time. They've got 18 to go as they get to the line.
Well, that's not a move that you want to make with 18 to go, because then you got to worry about Brian Jones trying to get back around him. You know, that would be something that I'd want to do maybe with like 2 or 3 to go, or maybe even on the last lap, you know, and that way there's not enough time for him to pass you back.
Yeah, maybe he took notes from Brian Jones. Is going to try it on the last. Jones did for the stage 2 win.
Yep. Yeah. Brian Jones kind of stole that stage 2 win from Blade Timmons there, so that was pretty I'm sorry, that was was it Blade Timmons?
Yep.
Okay, I was thinking it was Torn Shirt. Okay. So yeah, just passing him on the last lap like that. He's taking a look. I think he's kind of testing the waters right now.
And see, there you see him back off as he heads into the turn just to get the nose of the truck set, and then allows Brian Jones to extend the lead a little bit. But with the draft and the draft help with the trucks behind him, he pulls right back up. And just as you said, there they are taking that middle lane corners now, as their tires are definitely feeling the effects.
I don't know if Keegan Bitzer, I really don't know what to think at this point. He's backed off just enough now. He's back almost 0.3 of a second. A 2.5 tenth, maybe. He's kind of backed it off just a smidgen, but I don't know. I really don't know what to think. Whether he does have enough to get there and make that pass on Brian Jones, maybe on the last couple of laps. I'm not sure what to think right now.
Well, we'll see. Here he goes. He's closing it back up. So I think he's just trying to save his stuff right now. Just ride in line. Don't wear your stuff out. And right now he gets a good run.
Oh, man. Wow.
I'm
Jones
pretty sure-
slammed that door on him, didn't he?
Yes, he did. So
Oh, man.
looks like Bitzer is just trying to save right now. He's trying to make sure Plute doesn't get by him or get a run on him, and is just trying to set Brian up for possibly a pass within the last 3 laps.
Yeah, he's got to protect that bottom, because if he doesn't, Plute's going to get in there.
Yes.
And, you know, then it's pretty much over for his chances of getting up there doing anything with Brian with the few laps they got left. Because if those two are racing side by side, Brian Jones is going to pull away.
Yes, he is definitely hoping that Plute starts giving Bitzer a hard time in his mirror. That's exactly what he wants.
I'm telling you, man, Plute's just riding in the bed of that truck right now. Man. It makes you wonder about Plute if he's doing. Oh, he just had a moment there, went way wide in the corner, and there goes Jason Conover. That's just a mistake you can make right there just by overreading that corner.
Yes, sir.
Ouch. And it's going to be difficult to get by him. All he can do is hope that Jason makes a mistake like that.
Oh,
Wow.
A little bit there.
Luke's coming back. I think he's going to get that position back, though.
No, it depends. I believe he's going to lose it in the draft here as they
Yep.
come off a corner. And he does.
Even Josh Conover's up here with these guys. Wow.
The battle is on for second right now. It's a 3-car battle, and Brian Jones is enjoying this in his rear view. He has nothing to worry about right now.
Yeah, I don't think, be honest with you, I'm not really sure if Keegan's got anything for Brian. I guess we'll find out in the next 10 to go here.
Yeah, because with the draft, he's closing. It's one thing to catch him, it's another to pass him.
Yeah, Brian Jones keeps closing that door on him. Well, thanks there, B. Johnson. I'm not sure who B. Johnson is, but thank you. Well, that's, oh, maybe that's Bobby. Yeah, we've been doing a lot of work on our mics here the last few days and trying to tweak them, make them sound a little better. And look at this, Plute on the outside, gonna beat Keegan Bitzer to the line that time.
Yes, sir, and he's got the drafting help, so it's pretty much going to be a drag race. Who gets through the corner better? And you know who's loving this? Brian Jones.
Oh yeah, yeah, he is.
Makes the pass.
Yes, he did. Even Josh Conover's going to pass him up. Josh, wow, he just drove. I don't know. Bitzer might have burned his tires up there trying to hang on.
Very possible. Now, looks like Conover did come to pit road and get fresh tires, so that's why he's able to drive by these guys. Is he's got 20 lap fresher tires.
Yep. And I think his goal right now is probably to try to help Martin Plute. They are teammates. So if there's any way he can help him in the draft there to possibly pass up Brian Jones, I'm sure they'll do it.
And that's what it's going to take to get by Jones, is to get side by side and then get draft help.
Oh, wow, Josh just had a moment there.
Yeah, he got a little tap in the back from Jason.
Oh, man.
And with the way Josh's rear end looks, I don't know if we want to hit that too much.
Yeah, it's kind of like in a V, but the opposite way, you know?
Right.
So both corners are pretty much rounded off. There is no square hit on that. Well, I don't know. Martin Plute got anything for Brian Jones. He's got 4.5 laps to go here to prove it.
He can close in onto his bumper, but getting by him's probably going to take a little bit of a...
Might be talking to his teammate there, Josh Conover, saying, come on, get up here and push me on these straightaways. I think that damage, that Josh on, or damage on Josh's truck, Josh Conover's truck, I think that damage is starting to show now. He is, I guess he's going to get out of the way there and let the leader battle it out. Flute's there. Now it's up to him to make this pass.
And if I'm Jones, I give him the low line and pinch him down there. And it looks like that's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah.
But he gets too high in the corner. Can he keep him down?
Oh, no, he didn't, but Flute's not going to give up. That was test number 1. He's seen that he could get there. Now it's just trying to make the pass complete. I don't want to see him fold right there because look at this. Jason Conover comes up to the outside of him.
Yes, sir.
Man.
2 to go. That's not what you want.
Nope. And oh my gosh, them two almost make contact. I think they did make contact right there.
Yes, they
Ever
did.
so slight, but man.
And is that going to be it? I think that will be, as we're coming to 1 to go here.
Yep. And it don't look like anybody's going to have anything for Brian Jones, Dwayne.
Well, we're about to find out. White flag is out. 4 more corners for Brian Jones.
And this battle for second here, I don't think's over yet because Jason Conover, he wants to get by Martin Plute. I don't think they've got the tires right now to do it. He's going to have to really try to get a super good run here going into turn 3, and I just don't see it right now. The only way he could possibly do it would be to possibly give him the old bumper. And they do make contact a little bit, but at the line it's going to be Brian Jones, Martin Plute, and Jason Conover. Very good. Awesome finish to that race. Oh my goodness. Good job. Good job by everybody. Well, we'll try to get a word in with these guys in just a minute, so hang on, folks. All right, we caught up with the winner tonight, Brian Jones. Holy smokes, Brian. I'll tell you what, those guys did every single thing in the playbook out there to try to get by you, and they just did. They kind of ran out there at the end. So, but tell me what the race was like out there for you. And it took you a while to get to the front, but once you got there, you took over.
Yeah, I just really wanted to kind of, avoid the wrecks at the beginning as much as I could. And kind of save tires, see how it was at the back of the field. Try and get a little bit of clean air on my truck. If you run right behind somebody, you really burn up your tires. So that was kind of my strategy.
Yep. Well, with everybody running kind of like on top of each other like that and bidding for that, that position, that wears on the tires too. And a lot of times we've seen people were trying to take a look to the inside, or Martin Plute tried it a couple times there at the very end. And just really, you kind of kept them pinned down just enough there. You got a little high into one corner, but wasn't enough. They guys, they tried. They really tried. But this should help you out a little bit in the points here tonight, Brian. I know we're coming down to the, the final few races of the season. And you got Talladega looking at you next week. That's a kind of a wild card race. But to come out of here with a 1.5 mile win tonight, how good does this feel?
Well, I believe it's my first win in this series in the trucks, so it's pretty big for me, especially at this time of year. You know, in the playoffs, I think I was maybe last place in the final, whatever it is, eight drivers, 6 drivers. So I really needed to step up and get some points. You know, I won that stage, that was big for me, and then just to win the race, that's really nice, especially with Talladega coming up.
Yeah, because with Talladega and then Martinsville. Okay, I mean, it's going to be kind of interesting here to see who's going to be the top 6 going, you know, a win and you're in, so you're into the next round.
Yeah, it's nice. You know, you go to Talladega, you never know who's going to win that thing. You could wreck out, get no points.
Right.
Martinsville, it's a little bit the same way. You really got to trust the drivers around you to race you clean. So, you know, it's really nice just to have the win and kind of have the pressure taken off of me.
Yeah, definitely. Well, what's your thoughts about Talladega next week?
Oh, I love it. I'm sure everybody else is, you know, not going to love it, but it'll be fine for me.
All right, brother. Well, before we let you get out of here and go celebrate that win, you know, your first win in the series, that's pretty awesome. Who you got to thank for this victory here tonight?
Yeah, I just want to thank BusinessInsider.com. I also want to thank all the guys at the league. You know, Josh Conover. Obviously, I want to thank you, Rudy, for putting on a great broadcast.
Oh, and by the way, congrats on the stage 2 win. You weren't in here, so we couldn't interview you. I couldn't find you anyhow. Maybe you were in here and I didn't see you.
Yeah, I think I pulled myself in about the middle of the second stage.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Well, I didn't see you in here. I must have missed you. I never said that my eyesight was perfect, so so sorry about that. But congrats on the stage win too.
Thank you.
All right, brother. Well, we'll see you next week at Talladega. Thanks for talking with us. All right, Dwayne, you got a second?
Yes, sir. Caught up to Martin Plute. Martin, man, you tried everything you could there at the end, but the tires just didn't seem to have it there. But you had a strong showing. Talk about your racing a little bit tonight.
Yeah, it was good. Burnt them up a little bit too early, trying to get by Keegan and Jason. So once I got to Brian there was nothing left in the right front. It was toast. So, but good second place finish. I like it. So now I gotta figure out a way into the chase that Brian's leapfrogged me.
Well, and going into Talladega next week, you know, it's going to be pretty much a potluck as to who's going to win there. Now we've had a couple of our the points leaders having issues early in this race, finishing just inside and outside of the top 10. So it's really going to tighten up everything. What are you thinking? What's your strategy going into Talladega?
It's going to be probably the same as every other Talladega race. Stay in the back, kind of ride along. I may need to get some stage points. We'll see what the points look like after tonight. See if I need to go up there and try to be more aggressive than I usually am up there.
All right. Well, before we let you get out of here, who do you got to thank for second tonight?
No, thank you guys. Thanks for coming out. 2 weeks in a row getting to talk to you guys. So it's nice. Maybe we can make it week 3 next week.
On the
Third
podium.
time's a charm.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Top of the podium. Top of the podium. Yeah.
Yeah. What was it last week? It was third. Now second. Maybe I just need to get to the first.
There you go.
There you go. Win and you're in.
Yep.
All right, Martin. Well, you have a great night, and we will see you next week.
Yep. See you guys.
All right, Jason Conover, you got a copy?
I believe Jason is actually having some mic issues, Rudy.
Oh, well, he was talking a little while ago there. He said, okay. Well, all right. Well, I guess we won't be able to talk to Jason then. Sorry about that. But we want to congratulate him for a third place finish here tonight. That's pretty cool. And hopefully he can get that mic issue sorted out. Gosh, he's had trouble with that all season long. We tried to talk to him a couple times. But anyhow, congratulations to him for third place, and I guess we'll go ahead and run down through the final results here and get out of here. All right. Brian Jones comes home with the win here tonight. Martin Plute in second. Jason Conover in third. Keegan Bitzer fourth. Torn Shirt fifth. Blade Timmons sixth. Alex Edelman seventh. Jason Brewer eighth. Chet Engel ninth. And Josh Conover 10th. Joshua Susi 11th. Bruce Ackerman 12th. And Brian Powell finishes in 13th. Dalton Tucker was actually the ad here tonight. So great. So, well, thank you, Dwayne, for helping out tonight. I do appreciate it very much. Small field here, but Talladega next week. You know, we might see a bigger field next week. You never know.
We just might. And even if we don't, I got a feeling we're still going to see 3 wide racing, Rudy.
Oh, yeah, no doubt there. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely the track to do it at for sure. And I'll tell you, well, thank you all for watching tonight. We do appreciate it. Give us a thumbs up on the video if you don't mind, and subscribe if it's your first time here. You can catch out our full broadcast schedule at MaxSpeedTV.com and follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV. And until next time, stay safe and have a good night.
Good night, everybody.